Hey, everybody, you're going to want to listen all the way through this episode because we're going to tell you why springtime in Vegas will be even better in 2026.
We also pay homage to the one and only D'Angelo, and you get to find out how Mark Wahlberg spends his spending money.
Many millions.
Yeah, his many millions of spending money.
Well, look at us, Kel.
Flying
All
high.
autumn-like.
It's true.
In our little corner of the world, it's like we are enjoying a spectacular fall, which, gosh, like it could be way worse than it is, but like sunshine and like clear skies, the leaves are changing. It's spectacular to see,
hmm
and it's not that cold yet.
Yeah.
Not to cliche it up that Canada's always cold, but when the season changes out of summer into fall and then certainly into winter, it's cold. But we have been very lucky over the past few weeks that it seems like a great extension to summertime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's funny because I was mentioning to my better half today, in the last like 2 days, it was a bit colder, it felt like, then because we had actually into the like high 20s, low 30s, which I guess
Yeah.
is like in the 90s or whatever for Americans, our American friends. And
Mhm.
so in the last couple of days, it has not been that. It's been like a bit colder, but seasonal. And I'm like, I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
Oh, it's fresh. Yeah, super
Yeah.
fresh at the start of the day for sure. We both start our day jobs pretty early, so it's
Yeah.
dark and cold.
Yeah.
But then the sun comes out and it's pretty awesome because you,
Yeah.
you get to see
Yeah.
the fall colors, which I feel very fortunate to
Yeah.
get to witness. I love the changing of the leaves, and the red ones are my favorite.
They're pretty, it's funny. Where I was this morning, there was this tree that was beautiful. It was like yellow, and then at the top was orange. It was like, it almost looked like
Mm,
one of those apples, that are yellow orangey.
yeah.
Those ones. Can't tell you the name of them, but that's what the tree looked like.
It's such a cool physical metaphor for life because literally the tree is it's not dying, but it's going into like a seasonal sleep, right? So it's
hmm
it's checking out for a
Yep.
while, but they
Yep.
do it in such spectacular fashion. It's pretty amazing.
hmm hmm
And here we are in our black hoodies and
Yep.
ball caps and just ready for it and ready
Yep.
to take on another journey back into our favorite decade. So, without further ado, nobody says that anymore.
It's a good one though. I love that one.
Nothing says, "Hey, lady, you are old," like saying things without further ado.
Or the
Um,
word Chesterfield.
yeah, that one too. Have a seat.
Yeah.
So we've got more real estate news so that
Yep.
we can live vicariously through the stars like Mark Wahlberg
Yep.
to the tune of many, many millions. We'll tell
Yep.
you what $47 million will get you. We'll also tell you who's going to be doing a Vegas run and where you can see them. Kelly's trivia will give you that pop quiz feeling like, oh, it's a pop quiz. I am not ready for this. You know that feeling. We've all had it.
Yep.
Your 90s rewind is going to take us back to the end of our favorite decade with a bunch of what are now classics, like songs that we still hear regularly, but were new back in 1999. And we are starting on a sad note because of the news of the passing of an R&B great. So let's start there.
hmm
D'Angelo has passed, for those that may have missed the news. 51 years old, was living with pancreatic cancer, and here we are. Isn't it? It was in the springtime, I think, that we had heard about Angie Stone, or was it
March.
May?
March.
March. Okay.
Early March. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the one that told me the news actually about D'Angelo. I hadn't heard it yet. And then my feed, obviously, I follow a lot of R&B and hip hop folk.
Yep.
So my Instagram feed was full of
I bet.
comments, and even actually, I'm a big fan of the R&B artist Her. Her
Mm-hmm.
real name's Gabby.
Yep.
She actually started on her post. She's like, nothing could bring me out of my hiatus except for this, because I often takes I think social media breaks
Mm-hmm.
when she's off, kind of just living life and stuff. And so I think her last post had been like August or September, like early. So anyway, had been off for a while, and then she just wrote such a beautiful message about D'Angelo and getting the opportunity to meet him and all that. And then, like you had said, so many people Like so Missy Elliott, like the like even Justin Timberlake, like all these people from all walks of life mentioned, and I didn't even know this, but I think it was Brett Ratner. He actually directed the I think it was the Untitled video, or it was Brown Sugar. It might have been Brown
Hmm.
Sugar. But like all these people that you wouldn't maybe even think would know D'Angelo, but were super into him too. So I think and to a person, it seemed like everybody basically called him a musical genius. And like I saw on several posts, people saying something to the effect, including I think Lauryn Hill said something similar, not of this world.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's high compliment, high praise when um it's like your uh your contemporaries know that there's something extraordinary about you,
Hmm.
and those critics that seem in a different category than the run-of-the-mill folks,
Hmm.
when they know, versus, like he didn't churn out hit after hit after hit,
Hmm.
but what he did was something that was highly respected by the people that know better, I think.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, like if you think about it, there's certain artists that would have like 27 albums or whatever, and
Hmm.
he had three, I believe. So, but like so many, and one person I read, I can't remember who said it, but he basically said, yes, he had three, but those three are probably worth more than a bunch of other artists and their X amount
Yeah.
which is obviously in the eye of the beholder. But I thought that was pretty telling as well. And I didn't know this at the time, and maybe you did, Sharon, but like D'Angelo very much did not like that his video for Untitled, How Do You Feel? Or How Does It Feel? Turned into like this sex pot thing for him, like where he was like became like a sexual, like, people, sex symbol is what I'm looking for.
Right. Right.
And he really that did not sit well with him at all. Like that did not sit well with him at all.
Because it
Uh,
takes away from,
his art.
right.
Yeah. And so I didn't know about that. I really didn't know that it had been that. And like that's when he kind of took like I think a massive step back for a while.
You don't
So
hear that a lot from guys.
no.
There's such a strong attachment to women in the arts that, they told me I should probably lose 10 pounds if I wanted to be successful, that kind of stuff, or,
Hmm.
you know, maybe put a little more makeup on, or wear a show more skin, or, show your boobs more, or something like that.
Hmm.
There's just it's so aligned with how women in the industry that it's almost refreshing to hear of a man talking about not liking that affiliation.
Yeah, because apparently, I think I was reading a post from one of his former tour managers, and he almost canceled a tour
Whoa.
because on his first, like not a date, the tour, because he got out on stage, and this was after the video had come out, and some, I guess, overzealous fans in the audience were saying, "Take it off," like probably meaning his shirt,
Yeah.
Because I believe, like, I haven't watched the video in years, but I'm pretty sure the video is only from the waist up that you see his body, right?
Hmm.
Um, but he was not having it, and apparently he said something to the manager along the lines of like, "What do they think we are?" And saying we, not even I, like meaning I think his band also, like,
Hmm.
"What do they think we are, Chippendales?" Like not having it. And I think his tour manager had to talk him out of his tree to like finish the tour. So,
Well, I think what we've learned over the years about what you're canceling a show or a whole tour, it's not just, easy to do that, right?
yeah,
It's complete,
yeah,
like pulling one little needle out and the whole house of cards falling down. That's
yeah,
a mixed metaphor there. I know that, but
yeah.
again, what do they think we are? Chippendales, like, incredible that women have always dealt with that. Who was the artist that complained about being in a very serious moment and someone saying, "Show us your bleeps"?
Oh,
Like, it might have been Sheryl Crow,
oh, maybe.
or it could have been anybody.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it was an isolated incident. There's
Probably
been a
not.
number of that. So I appreciate that, not that he went through that, but that he had a disdain for that.
Hmm. He
Like,
was very
you
much
don't want
about
to be made to feel like
cheap. Yeah,
cheapened,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. And
wow.
he also, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but he apparently, like, it's no secret he was very much influenced by Prince.
Hmm.
And he performed after Prince died. I think it was on The Tonight Show. And like he performed a Prince song and was very moved by it at the time. So I'm actually looking to try to find that on YouTube
Hmm.
to take a look. So he just sounds like he was extreme. And when like I'm pretty sure it was Lauryn Hill who said like he's not of this world. And again, other people said that too, but I'm pretty sure she said something. You should read her post. It's very good. But like when you read that, you by them saying that like he's not of this world, you get an extra sense of like how sensitive he was.
Yeah.
So, which is amazing because as an artist, you need to be sensitive to your world to make your art.
Yep. You have to have things kind of have to line up.
Hmm.
Many things have to line up, really.
Yeah.
But the magic happens when they do.
Hmm.
So may
Yeah.
he rest in peace and may his friends and fans
Yeah.
continue to be inspired by what he's
Yeah.
left for us.
And just an extra shout out to his son because his son, well, he has two of them, plus a daughter. But his son, Michael Jr., who he had with Angie Stone, has had quite the year, losing his mother in March and
Yeah.
now this. So he actually said in a statement, he's like, please keep your, like, me in your thoughts or something to that effect, which, yeah.
Yeah. In my experience of loss, I have found there has been a real benefit to knowing that people are thinking about you.
Hmm. Hmm.
So telling people that. So if you're in a position maybe to post something and tag him or reach out that way, it
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah. I think you would love it. His handle is because he has an artist name and it's Swayvo, Swayvo Twain. So Swayvo Twain, but his real name is Michael Archer Jr.
Hmm.
But you can find him. He's an artist. So is his daughter Amani, and she wrote a beautiful post about her dad also.
Wow.
So, and she goes under Amani Archer.
Nice.
Hmm. It's
Big
crazy to
year.
think he's gone, like at 51, like bananas.
Agreed.
Hmm.
He's gone. We also learned this week that Diane Keaton had passed.
Hmm.
I just feel like, I mean, we're getting to the end of 2025, but it really feels like every few days there's news of somebody else dying.
Hmm.
Like it's
Yeah. I that like and then I found out too, I didn't I just found out like they released the news as of because we're actually recording our show a little bit later in the week than we normally
Mhm.
do. So we have found out, you know, that she passed away of pneumonia. It sounds like she
Mhm.
had some other health issues that kind of crept up in the last X amount of months, and then this obviously was the final reason, but like she's so funny and she was so inspirational to so many women around the
Yeah.
world and including to her fellow actresses. So I'm glad and it sounds like she was very giving to fellow actresses who were influenced by her. So I think that's amazing.
I think she had a realness to her that she could be quirky and not just for quirky's sake. It came
Yeah.
off as quirky, but it was just her being her.
Yeah.
And that kind of honesty, I think, resonates with people who maybe think that they, shouldn't be too honest. She just
Mm.
seemed pretty comfortable in her skin and
Yeah.
gave what she was prepared to give,
Yeah.
which when it came to her acting was a lot. She was very good.
So good.
Yeah. So busy week up there.
Mm.
Um, when it comes to finding us online and downloading and taking us with you wherever it is that you go, we really appreciate that. And we appreciate your likes and your feedback on the show. So we'd love for you to subscribe if you are able to do that. Please do.
And actually, I wanted to give a shout out, Sharon, to I don't think I told you this, but I was in my osteopath's office
Oh.
recently and was talking to the receptionist who knows that both you and I are on the radio. And
Hmm.
we were chatting, and there was this lady off to the side of me, like in the waiting room area, and
Hmm.
like all of a sudden she kind of took notice, I guess, of what was being said about some radio stuff. And then she was so sweet. She was like, "Oh my God, are you on the radio?" And I said, yeah, it's Kelly Alexander from Virgin. And she's like, oh my God. And she was so happy to meet me. And that was so sweet. And her name's Carolyn. And she immediately, within 2 minutes of me talking to her, started subscribing to our show.
Oh,
She
nice.
also listens to you, I believe, on Sharon.
Well, she's
So
getting smarter by the minute.
that's it. So a big shout out to Caroline, who is now a new subscriber to 90's Now. We very much appreciate that. And
Thank you.
we also wanted to just let you know, because we had a comment, we did a little topic, I guess, on the show a couple weeks ago where we asked people to give us their opinion on Mariah Carey's album.
Hmm.
And so we got some YouTube comments in, which was great. And I had mentioned that I Won't Allow It, Mariah's song, made me think of like a Make It Happen type thing.
Right.
And he, Mr. Ev3, I believe is his handle, said that he thought the song sounded more like I'm That Chick. So we appreciate you weighing in. And then we also had somebody who said that the album was boring and they didn't like it, which I appreciate your thoughts. I just don't agree because I love the album and so do you, Sharon.
Oh, I do. I'm surprised that you think it's boring, but I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's entitled to their
Yep.
opinion. Maybe, who knows what's going on in people's lives when they're listening, but I
Mhm.
think maybe it's worth another listen.
Yeah. Because this
Because
seems to
even
me,
even if it's type dangerous, I don't find that
yeah.
to be a boring song at all. It's
Yeah.
so lyrically on top
Yeah.
of, like she's spilling it a little bit, which is very
Yeah.
enjoyable. But beat wise, I find it like very. It reminds me of Honey,
Right. Hmm.
which I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. But we appreciate your comments, so keep coming them in or giving them in. And also, please hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Please make sure you tell your family and friends about us on the podcast platforms like Apple and Spotify. And we really, really, really appreciate you doing that and commenting because it helps grow our algorithm, which then brings us to more people. So we appreciate you.
Yes, thank you very much. So, are you ready to dish out the trivia?
Yeah, I tried a new. You ready for trivia?
I don't know.
Boom. Uh,
Yes.
okay. So I actually wrote my own trivia questions. You ready for this?
Oh, I think so. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like I stand a better chance somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I wanted to reflect a bit about what was going on in today's show. So this is question number one. In
Uh-oh.
2014, after a pretty long hiatus, D'Angelo surprised his fans with we'll call it, I don't like the word, but a quote unquote comeback album.
Yeah.
What was the name of that album, Sharon?
Oh my.
I believe it came out in the year 2000.
The year 2000. Um, Voodoo.
So that was his second one sorry, I'm lying to you. This one came out in 2014, as I mentioned, this album. Voodoo came out in 2000.
Okay, well, you did say 2014. You
I
did say
did.
2000, and that's why I was Googling it. Uh, and that's why I didn't know that his second album was Voodoo. I'm totally
Oh.
cheating. I just
Do
want to,
you want the answer? You have it? Did you Google it?
well, I did Google it because
Okay.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Is it Black Messiah?
It's Black Messiah.
Boom!
Yeah. I believe he won more Grammys for that one also. So way to go, D'Angelo.
And full disclosure, we are at the
Yeah.
end of my day, and I didn't get a nap today, so I've been up already for a long time. So these album titles are somewhat familiar to my brain. They're just
Hmm.
not, I can't grab them.
Are you a fan of like the Brown Sugar and the Lady song from like his like yeah, they're
Yeah.
just next level. All right, so this is now a 90's fashion question.
Ooh.
Which denim brands ads, so which denim brands ads in the 90's featured the slogan Button Yo Fly?
Levi's.
Yay, Sharona!
Yeah, man. Didn't have to Google that.
No,
Not above it, though.
yeah. Good job,
uh,
Sharon.
Thank you very much. All right. So you ready?
Ready.
$47 million. If you have that spare,
Yeah.
you can put yourself in competition to get the house that Mark Wahlberg is is moving his family into. He started looking for this a few weeks back, getting into the contract situation to spend the $47 million in South Florida, in Delray Beach. It's the exclusive Stone Creek Ranch, which is known locally as Billionaire's Row.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Florida, beautiful. There's something about even seeing pictures of South Florida. You're like, You can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice to be in Florida
Mm-hmm.
when I get the chance to be there.
Yeah.
And it seems that Mark Wahlberg and his family will get the chance to be there because his $47 million purchase for 7 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, and more than 29,000 square feet overall, with nearly 18,000 square feet of living space. You're going to find
Yeah.
a quiet spot anytime. You might even forget that there are members in your family because you might not have seen them in a few days. Mark Wahlberg, you're going to have to take roll call.
Yeah.
It's this property sits on 2.5 acres, which are lakefront. We've got a 2-story foyer, a
Yeah.
grand salon, 30-foot ceilings, walls of glass that overlook the lake. Can you imagine how
Mm-hmm.
beautiful that is?
Mm-hmm.
Check out the lake from the club room, the home theater, the car gallery, the cigar lounge, the 2 executive offices, and a separate guest house. With all the land, of course, there would be at least one separate guest house. But there's also the gym, the sauna, the massage room, the private tennis court, the 170,000-gallon saltwater lagoon pool.
Yeah.
How about the chef's kitchen that's wrapped in walnut and Italian marble? You know, for lunch.
Yeah.
What
It's
they
like you
say
work for
also,
Sotheby's.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Just want to
You know
get
what's
in and walk around.
you know what's crazy is so he sold his Los Angeles. Do you have that number, Sharon, in front of you? It was like I think he sold it for 56 million or something. Like his Los Angeles. That was a few months back. He sold
So
that.
he's
So
still got all that $9 million to spare.
that's it. So he spent some of that coin, obviously, in this South Florida, abode. What's interesting though is I was kind of surprised to hear that he was buying such a large property in Florida because he made such a big deal a couple years ago about moving out of Los Angeles to move to Vegas. So
Mm,
first of all, I was surprised to hear about the Los Angeles sale because I would have thought that would have happened already, unless it was a second place that he had in LA. Because it's funny, it seems like a lot of people, or by a lot of people, I mean celebrities, have multiple properties in Los Angeles because I'm pretty sure he sold something a few years ago and then moved to Vegas and was making a big deal about at the time about the tax implication that it was going to be so much cheaper for him and his family
right.
to live there. And he wanted to make, I think he even said it out loud, something to the effect of like he wanted to make Vegas like LA 2.0 or something. Remember that? Do you remember like he was talking about that? So I'm not sure if this $47 million is a a vacation home. I'm not
For
sure.
many people.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I'm pretty sure his oldest daughter is in university on the East
Hmm.
Coast. So, like, she's not even there anymore. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, she'll have somewhere to go when on her spring break, right?
yeah,
Just
exactly.
zip down to Florida for the
Yeah.
wet and wild parties.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved that the description of the price and the place and everything was that it's not just the price, it's the peace. The peace that you get for living in total privacy without, concern of, being invaded by cameras or anything like that, but also that you're minutes from the ocean.
Hmm.
So for people in the spotlight, they say that the balance is the new luxury.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's
I
interesting?
I
So
would
go
love
ahead.
that problem.
Yeah. But you know what's funny is I remember the big thing in the like 90's, maybe early 2000s was Star Island, like in
Hmm.
Miami, and like Rosie O'Donnell had a place there. Like the list is long. Like Gloria Estefan, like she's probably still living there. But I remember it being like a huge thing, and I do think celebrities were out on the water, but I feel like a lot of them had these fancy pants places, and probably didn't go out all that much. Except I do think Rosie was out. I do think she was out on her Sea-Doos and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, how much do they actually go out on the fancy boats?
I guess it depends on, time of your life, right? Like
Mm,
meaning if you've got kids that are younger that you're trying to entertain, if it's the summertime, they're not in school, that kind of stuff.
yeah, I guess so.
Maybe they're just like us, Kelt. They're just getting their R&R
Yeah.
on the weekends and
Yeah. That's why it's
um
actually surprising too. Not surprising considering the climate that's now in the States, but like Rosie often talks about, she loves being in the sun and like so Florida, she lived in Los Angeles, over the last couple of years before moving over to Ireland. And I'm like, it rains a lot there and it's damp. So I wonder how long she's actually going to last. And I want her to last over in Ireland as long as she wants to be there for. But
yeah.
she's very open about her care of her mental health.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering how long she'll be able to handle rainy, damp weather.
I find the rainy, damp weather does affect my mental health too because it it's nice to see the sun. It kind of,
Yeah.
for me, it inspires to keep like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
But incessant rain, and like you said, it does rain a lot at
Yeah.
certain times of the year in Ireland.
Yeah, yeah. Because even my mother-in-law, she hails on the West Coast, so apparently do get more rain and all that kind of stuff than maybe the Dublin side of things, which is where I believe Rosie is, although I think she's further north. But it still rains a lot. It's still damp a lot. Like nothing's going to change. And I know my own mother-in-law has talked about the advantages. Like she loves when she comes over to Canada and spends a few months with us because
Hmm.
like it's not damp. You can string many days together of sun, which we've fortunately this year in 2025, there's been many days of like weeks of sun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like over there, I think, the temperature seems to range between 13 and 18 degrees like year round, apart from like a few weeks in the summer when it's like 25 and that's hot for them. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine living there all the time. Like it's beautiful, it's green, everything's lush, but it's like there's a hard damp that's going on over there.
Not
So
a lot of shorts weather. That's what I'm
that's what I'm
hearing.
saying. But I think if you're from there, you're like beast mode and you just deal.
Of
But
course.
I don't know that I'll be emigrating to Ireland anytime soon.
Well, you can visit, eh, Kel?
Happy to visit. Love the lush green,
Nice. The Kelly Green,
the Kelly
right?
green, as you might say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, since you brought up Vegas, picture this, springtime in Vegas. Doesn't that sound nice?
It does sound nice.
Sounds even nicer when you think that you could, well, see one of the now 12 shows. There's probably going to be more added,
Yeah.
but tickets went on sale for what was originally a 6 date run of shows for no doubt. I'm trying
No
to say it.
doubt.
I'm trying to say it as less Canadian as possible. No doubt. No doubt are doing kind of like a mini residency because 6 plus 6 is a dozen shows, and they'll be doing those in the springtime. It'll be the first time that they've done a run of shows, a
Hmm.
series of shows all together since 2012.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. And it's coinciding with something else that's crazy, which is the 30th anniversary of the Tragic Kingdom album. This would be the one that catapulted them into superstardom, the one that
Hmm.
had Don't Speak on it. It's a great album, had more than Don't Speak,
Hmm.
certainly. But that would have been the major hit for them. That would have been the one
Hmm.
that catapulted them into the stratosphere.
Hmm.
30 years later,
Bananas.
it's total bonkers, man. So Vegas and they're playing the Sphere, which
So
again,
next
super
level.
cool.
It's going to be
Yeah.
next level. I wonder too if this will branch off into a tour maybe.
Well, you think, the it's challenging to tour. There's a lot of demands. There's a lot of logistical demands,
Hmm.
getting people to the cities and getting the equipment to the cities, and it's costly.
Hmm.
So if you can go to one place and park it for
Yep.
a few weeks and have those same people that you would entertain in the cities come to you,
Hmm.
it really does, stand to reason that you would totally do a residency in Vegas.
Hmm.
I can't imagine why they'd tour. It just seems costly and um it's costly and expensive, I was going to say,
Yeah.
because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Costly, and I think it would take a toll on the whole the genuine let's do this nature of it. I think touring is challenging on many levels. I think this is the way to do it for them. For
Yeah.
a band that's celebrating the 30th anniversary of their biggest album. I think
Hmm.
going and parking it for a few weeks is a
Maybe
great
they'll do
idea.
some more festivals. I just think, I guess because I'm all hyped up about what Oasis is doing, that'd be cool if like, you know, if they decided even to do 15 cities where they're doing 2 nights in each place or 3 nights in each place,
That's
that'd be
true.
fun.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, we should
I'd
talk
like
to them. I really think we should be hired as consultants. I'm not sure why this isn't
I know this
happening.
is free advice, man. We have got it.
Yeah,
Are you ready, Phil, for a 90s rewind?
I am. Thank you.
Okay, good. Because we're going back to 1999.
Hmm.
I'm going to party like it's 1999 also, which is a song that way predated the year.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prince. Mariah was at number one with Heartbreaker around this
Oh.
time in 1999. Yeah, great song. Now, the top three songs on the chart at this time were all collaborations because it was Mariah with Jay-Z on
Hmm.
Heartbreaker,
Mm-hmm.
Right at number two, they were number one. At number two, The Music of My Heart with NSYNC and Gloria Estefan. And then at number three, from one of the biggest albums of his career and certainly of that time, I think maybe of all time, Supernatural was the album. And the song from Santana and Rob Thomas was Smooth.
Love
Man, it's
it.
a hot one. Like
Yep.
7 inches from the midday sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was excellent album, excellent song. So those are the three collabs that commanded the top spots on the charts in 1999. There are those songs also that we're just so used to hearing now
Mm-hmm.
that it's weird to think of them as new. But that was the case for the Red Hot Chili Peppers Scar Tissue. Imagine that. 1999. They were upping their game, certainly with their ninth album, which was Californication.
Mm-hmm.
They won the Grammy for Best Rock Song for Scar Tissue. The following just a few months later in 2000. In the year 2000. Similarly, like Scar Tissue, we play on my station on Show'em regularly. That's just like a staple rock song. And look at that. It's 26 years old.
Crazy.
Crazy, man. But similarly, Smash Mouth and the All Star. Hey
Yep.
now. Enrique Iglesias with Bailamos. That's
Yes.
one of the songs you hear the title and in your head you're singing it, right?
Yep.
Bailamos. How about Len and Steal My Sunshine?
Oh, love it.
I think that's one of those songs that typifies our favorite decade. Great song. And of course, let's make some time and take a moment to appreciate the velvet sounds of Brian McKnight and Back at One.
Big song.
He wasn't at number one at this time. It would have been poignant had he been, but
Yeah.
not the case. Beautiful just the same with Brian McKnight. And that is your 90s rewind.
Good job, Sharon.
Hey, get a load of this. Talking about Smash Mouth, we have a thing that runs through a few cities in Canada, and I know it goes into the States too. It's the Holiday Train,
Mm-hmm.
the CP Rail, CP something, something, something. There's three other letters. And this year coming through our town is Smash Mouth.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's amazing.
I know. It's nuts.
It's totally nuts.
Um,
That's great.
Along with JJ Wild, who's a Canadian artist who is, I think she's probably known in the States too. She tours and she's fantastic, and we play her on show a lot also. But those are the two musical acts that'll be scooting through the burbs of Montreal in November on the 19th.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
That,
be fun.
that's great.
And
Um,
what that holiday train does, by the way, is that
mhm.
people are encouraged to go and enjoy the music, but certainly make a donation for food banks. And
Yeah,
you can donate cash and non perishables and things like that.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Before we bounce, just a quick reminder that you and I, about a week ago, were able to hang out with some 90s dance artists.
Yeah, we were.
And so, yeah, so we got to hang out with Lane from La Bouche, Be My
Super
Lover.
nice. Yeah.
So nice. Ultra Nate, she was so cool.
Super
Um,
cool.
Hadaway, Real McCoy, and our girl, Miss Crystal Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
So
fun time that was.
it was so fun, and we have some interviews and some fun things with them on our social media. So make sure you're following us on 90s Now or at 90s Now, 90s Now. And also on this YouTube channel, if you're watching and if you're listening, please head to our YouTube channel. So you go to youtube.com/Kelly Alexander Show, and you will find like amazing content where we got to hang out with these people. And it was so interesting, like getting to chat to Ultra Nate. I've never had her on the show before, and just like learning about everything they went through to get that song out and what when it took off and how she comes from Baltimore, like same district we'll call it as Crystal Waters, and how they were both working with Basement Boys at the time. Like it's so fascinating to hear how this all came together. And then Hadaway and Lane with LaBouche, like just so awesome. So
Yeah. It was a really fun night, that's for sure. So we'll look forward to the next time Dance Now comes through Montreal.
yeah.
But certainly something you can keep an eye out for in your town.
Exactly. And we'll leave you with the question that we'd love for you to either, again, message us on social media or on our YouTube channel. We would love to know, what is your favorite D'Angelo song? Sharon, what's
Yeah.
yours?
I need a minute, Kelly. I can't think of that right now.
I will say brown sugar, no question. That's how I was brought to Mr. D'Angelo, and I remember thinking this isn't real. Like this is it's like it's so R&B with like some church in there. You know what I mean? Like his gospel influences are just ridiculous.
I'll
So
take that. I'll jump
you'll
on your bandwagon
you'll
and go with
second
that
that
too.
emotion. Yeah.
I will second that emotion. We'll double down on the sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's so yeah. So rest in peace, D'Angelo.
Yeah. And thank you. And thanks everybody for finding us and for liking us and subscribing and doing all the things that we demand you do.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We appreciate that you do it. We appreciate that you find us and that you let us know that you're listening and that you answer our questions and have fun with us. Thank you very much for listening to 90s Now. Still happening.
Here we are.
I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, you're going to want to listen all the way through this show because we're going to tell you why springtime in Vegas will be even better in 2026.
We also pay homage to the one and only D'Angelo.